back. We are back once again, folks. I hope you're ready for the Women's Choice Challenger Series, the second edition. William Stewart, Sean Green, your usual, losers behind the mic, let's be honest, as we get going here.
Miss Lippy.
Well,
one of us was on BBC News last week, okay?
And one of us still has a forehead the size of Texas, but it goes on and on and on, buddy. Let me tell you. Oh, that's
not fair. Stop making fun of me, Jen. Will's making fun of me again.
Leg 4.
I know.
Leg 4.
I fully thought you guys would wait till the end of the match to bring me in, but I appreciate the early introduction.
You're welcome.
What a bring in too. Everybody.
Wait, oh man, leg 4. All right, go back.
Oh yeah. Rewind. Hey everybody, special guest this evening. We'll give her the proper introduction. The one, the only Miss Jen Mounts.
That was the proper introduction.
Yeah, that was the good one.
The greatest human being in the world.
Okay,
AKA
that's a good one.
Jen Mounts.
Jen, thanks for being here.
Yeah, are you now still?
Well, I'm regretting it slightly, but I heard your ratings were down, so I thought I'd hop in, see if I could help. Happy to be sponsoring for second season in a row. I think A to Z Darts came in season 1 of the CSC as well, so it's been 2 years I've been dealing with these losers, just behind the scenes, and now I'm going to see what it's like just in the middle of the action.
Not any better.
It really isn't. It really isn't. You get the jokes to the heart is what's going to happen, and now you're angled in. So we'll just start with you. How many of those states have you been to on the map behind you?
Almost all of them, believe it or not. Just came back from New York. I'm on team You're Assaulted by Smells of visiting New York with Will.
True.
Some people love it. It's not for me. Nothing makes me want to move to Wales and get a sheep farm like visiting New York.
And far away from Will. Yeah, we know because he smells.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
That's what he meant though.
Definitely. Well, welcome, Jen. We appreciate you being here. As we'll get underway with this fiasco because we have a couple players that are ready and raring to go. How about we kick off with Meradith McGee this evening, known as Murph. Location playing out of Trick Shots Metro West, and surprise, they're both playing out of Trick Shots. So we get a one board stream this evening. A little interaction between the players, which is always nice. She's been playing for 34 years, got a current average of 3.93 MPR and then a 33.54 PPD. Throwing the super darts, Meradith McGee, 18 grams. Surprise, that's her own darts. That's her name. And then her partner is going to be Kenny Doyle. What do you say, Sean?
Yeah. Well, you just jumped right in there, buddy. Listen, it's going to be a great season for season 2. We're looking at one of the favorites right there, Meradith McGee. She got 3rd place last season, and there's really nothing stopping her from getting 3rd place or better this season, except for the fact that the bracket draw is miserable there at the bottom of that bracket. The bottom 8 players: Lane Lysak, who's playing with Soldier, Hunter Smith, Madison Van Beek, Jamie Nowak, Stacy Tulloch, Cheyenne Richards, the 2nd place finisher last season, then Krissi Grimal, Meradith McGee. So 1, 2, and 3 are going to play each other most likely weeks 1 and 2, and that is insanity for this season.
Certainly is. It certainly is. Jen, have you played a few of these ladies? I'm sure that a few of them are newer to you, that you've been retired for a little while, but getting back into it.
That certainly have a new edge of this age of streaming and getting to spectate darts as well as play, plus new opportunities that I don't think I quite had, especially on the soft tip side. So I think it's getting ruthless. The standard is just increasing. So definitely happy to report the growth of American darts alone, but women's darts too. So it's just exciting to see the respect that it deserves.
Certainly so. Well, Sean, do you want to take us on over to Krissi real quick?
Yeah. So how about the defending champion, Miss Krissi Grimal? Release the Kraken is her dart nickname. I like the nickname Kryptonite because she destroys all the supermen in this dart world. She's playing at Trick Shots Metro West as well. She's playing for 28 plus years. Throws an average of a 4.65 pretty much while she sleeps. 37.79 PPD. She's throwing those Grimal 17.3 gram darts from Super Darts. And her partner is, of course, Danny Baggish, the season 6 champion for the CSC Challenger Series, and her partner last season when they won there. It's going to be a good battle tonight. Always the first match out the gate, playing against really good friends. All four of these players know each other really well. It really could go any way. And I think this is going to be the most nervous that Krissi and Danny are going to be this entire season, because this is the first match and there's so many unknowns in the season.
To be honest, it's been a little bit different for me. Danny's been a little bit quiet of late. Been a little bit quiet on my telephone, so usually he's jabbering a little bit. He's jabbering to let me know how he's feeling, but yeah, I think he's been doing some stuff outside of darts, enjoying family.
They got too close to the board, and now we can't see what they just did.
They definitely.
But it was a good try.
Something. They definitely.
And then Danny and Kenny were going to run up there and do the same.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. They definitely gave each other a hug and a kiss there, for sure.
Well, hey, if you haven't watched before, let's go over the format and specific rules for the Women's Choice Challenger Series. It's a double elimination style tournament. Players play a race to 9 best of 17 legs, all cricket with a cork or 3-dart count up to start the match. The loser of the previous leg will start the next leg after that. And if either team is down 3 or more legs, they will continue to go first until the deficit is reduced to 2 legs. That's the PPD player advantage rule. And if we go the distance, yep, of course. And we go for speed. Thanks, Will. Players will cork for start in the last leg decider. First place in this tournament, $2,500. Second place, $1,500. A lot of cash on the line. And we got 2 of the best right here, battling it out.
My goal there was to see if Jen would step in and take over the duties there for a second, but nope. Shoot,
she
and
doesn't
a miss.
Watch our show. I'm just
Shoot and miss.
Ooh.
Whoever compliments me the best in the chat might be the winner. So, or whoever is rude to Will the best can also be in the running. And boys, I'm just going to say I call dibs on the first boom goes the dynamite, if that's okay.
No.
Well, it is my thing, but
we
it is
banned
completely okay to call dibs on that, Jen. I'd be honored.
That's not how it works? Okay.
I would be honored if you would do it. It might be right here.
Just like Cool and the Gang. It's ladies' night tonight. Come on now. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. Oh, what a night. You're welcome. Inspired by Cool and the Gang this past weekend.
Jen, no matter how long you're here, you're not going to increase followers if we'll keep singing.
I had a feeling, a suspicion, but there's just no stopping him.
No.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Here he goes again. Good last start from Murph.
Yeah,
it's a great battle here.
4 mark openers for both. Let's see what Danny and Kenny can bring to the parade here. I am happy this is live and in person. I think Kenny and Danny, as well as the ladies, will definitely appreciate that. I'm going to be honest. Maybe not so much Krissi and Meradith. They're so used to it, though. I mean, they've played a couple times in the past TOCs. I mean, just to mention.
I'm gonna just take a guess here and guess that Krissi would rather be playing remotely against her friend Meradith, because Meradith is a talker. Meradith will be a jokester, and it can throw off Krissi's game a little bit and kind of make her play down to her competition, maybe a little bit, just because it becomes a little bit more friendly. You're at your home location. Jen, you feel that might be the case?
I agree. I think everyone's different, but if someone was just up in my face with a ton of negative energy, I don't think that would rattle me at the line. But if my best friend, my little bestie above the restie, comes up and is just goofing around, nothing throws me off more than positive camaraderie. So we'll see how she handles it.
You can tell they both like to have a good time off the Aki, but when they're on the Aki, they're a little bit different personality-wise, where Meredith can have a little fun and be serious when she's at the line. Krissi's serious the whole time, and she rarely lets that go. She'll get down and gritty with it to the point where she even yelled at Sean for yelling "Boom goes the dynamite" in the middle of the throw. She said, "Shut it!" Right after she pulled her darts.
Well, she shouldn't have shot it then, and that's her fault. And I told her that, and then I ran because she scares me.
Brad saying, "Will, don't sing, just stick to your day job." Well, my real job is I run karaoke, so I have to sing, sir. I have to tune in my voice for my real job, so you guys suffer from it.
Yeah, it's Willioke.
Good one there. I like it. I'm renaming it.
Oof, loving the chat already. There's a couple of guesses that I'm about to take your job, Will. So you better start applying. elsewhere.
Guys, Jen was so nervous. She's still nervous. She doesn't even know what she's doing. Like, let me tell you, she thought she was
Listen.
showing up to watch a movie, and she got strung into commentating.
Hey,
What a
Jen,
9. Jen,
Boom goes the dynamite.
she had to be told twice, Sean.
Hold
She
on,
had to
I
be
was
told
being distracted
twice.
by Will's insults.
welcome to my life. Jen, you got to stay focused.
I need to be
Even
sharp.
as Will's
You know what?
speaking.
I'm just not gonna engage with you guys. I'm gonna hit up the chat and I'm gonna watch the darts.
Well, that's cool. All right. I guess I'm talking to Will tonight then. Cool. That's what I wanted.
And how
what?
about it? It's
What?
Krissi Grimal that opens us up with a nice 9 mark too.
Well, I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, you guys called that. Chrissy cracks me up because she honestly couldn't be more modest about her skill set. I swear, every interview I watch you guys conduct with her, she's like, "Gee whiz, I hope I win," and then fast forward, she wrecks and dominates that match.
Jen, that's secretly she hates being interviewed. If you didn't know,
Well, she enjoyed when I interviewed her at TOC last year, so I just put that out there. It was like 10 minutes long, believe it or not.
What day was that? What time of day?
It was the women's WCI. Oh my god, yeah.
Boom goes
Afterwards,
the
right?
Dynamite,
Cricket-
Kenny Doyle. See, that's how you got to do it.
Ooh.
Just throw it in there.
After this WCI, right?
No,
7.33 this leg.
no, it was
CSI.
ahead of time. I was predicting. Yeah, I recall predicting the win.
That's right. That's right. That's right before you and Nick somehow became the same height.
You know what? Things happen.
Look at this from Meredith and Kenny, though, trying
He's a
to
9.
make
Yeah.
a stand here.
Oh.
Oh, that would have been quite the 9 mark to get him out in front. Well, almost out in front.
Sean, I was
Kenny's-
so ready to steal that one from you.
Oh, no, that's okay. You can. I'm louder. I can yell with the best of them. I have to deal with Will all the time. You're starting to deal with that, I think. No, Baggish, great closer on the 15. Is going to go straight at the Bulls because that's all he can do left. That'd be silly to go otherwise.
Win
Double
this
4,
match.
the win of leg number 1. And the defending champions haven't taken out yet. And Kenny has a shot here. Just 3 in the black.
Paul Rogers did just say in the comments here, so is Jen the new Nick Teixeira? Don't insult Jen like that ever again.
Oof.
Let's just make that one
Oof.
clear. No, I'm still here in the background, but for real in the background this time. And Jen, the secret as the third man is just to yell over him.
It's okay. I'm being humbled by the chat as well. They told me to say it with my chest next time on the boom, so I need to work on that.
Needs a double. Goes in slow motion, too.
And
he hits the double.
6.75 for Kenny to open us up.
6.75 against the throw of the defending champions. And Danny and Chrissy down 1-0. Santa is dishing out some presents, and it's a lot of troubles.
Well, if this it's not a rude awakening, but it's an awakening that Chrissy and Danny, no matter what you did last year, it doesn't matter. I mean, this is a new season. Everybody's playing a little bit different.
Boom goes the dynamite. Krissi Grimal.
Her second of the evening so far, and count that up as miss number 2 for Jen.
You know what? I only called dibs
It's
on the
tough.
first.
I know.
I messed it up. I don't think I'll find vindication tonight.
Counts 2 for Jen, 0 yawns for Nick. Danny with a chance to just go ahead and close the door on the 19s. Even if he takes all 3, which he won't. Yeah, cleans it up in 2. Points
back
are
up.
18s.
To 18s.
Yes, sir. Why wouldn't he? He's got that distinct advantage with the 120 over 19, that 101 point advantage. Why not go for it? Jen, it's been a while, but soft tip or steel tip for you, what was your preferred?
You know, I think it's an accident of birth. So no one judge me, but I'm always a soft tip gal. I don't think that's ever going to change. It's where I grew up, where I come from. I think that I had more back in my day, I had more opportunity with steel tip, but it's really changing, particularly due to folks like the PPD. I mean, this series right here, the Women's Choice Challenger Series, is what makes me want to play again. And I haven't felt that way in a long time.
I think that, in all honesty, I mean, you're seeing you got to be a dart player these days. It doesn't matter if you're soft or steel tip. You got to kind of do both, and that can get you the most success down the road. But you were originally Washington area, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep,
if I haven't
Washington State.
forgotten. Yep.
Yeah. Love the Pacific Northwest, but I am stuck in Sacramento for quite some time. That's A to Z headquarters.
So if you're in the area, go check it out. You can test all those darts you've been wanting to throw. The corner of Autumn, is that right? Autumn Boulevard?
Auburn and Madison. Yeah.
Auburn and Madison.
But,
Don't even know my own company's street address. Hello.
If you stop by, don't ask for Jen. She's not there.
Yeah, you work from home most of the time, don't you? Lucky. All righty. Krissi, trying to close the door.
Easy.
6.75 for her.
6.75.
There's an extra bull for fun.
She said, Kenny, I got you matched here, buddy. Here's your 6.75 right back to you.
Outscoring the boys. That's how it's done.
And this is the thing. We get, and I know there's still you people there that are dogging on, they don't need the man. They don't. Yeah, they don't need the man. But it's just another caveat, makes it fun. Both sides of the street have fun here. We heard it from Danny last year that this is the most entertaining event that he's ever played in. We heard it from Bob Anderson and Cheyenne Richards at the TOC for that CDI event. It just adds a little quirk, the mixed event, and you never know how things can turn up. You never know. And I tell you, this is a pure entertainment value for me, and I hope this never changes. Maybe we get an additional just women's series down the road, but I hope this one stays. What? We do have some changes, if I'm not mistaken. What is the type? We did make the tiebreaker. What? It's just ladies on the tiebreaker?
Yeah. So you mentioned that you don't want the show to ever change. Well, we did do one change. Let's the rename there. The ladies, only the ladies play if there's a tiebreaker. So that last leg decider, it would just be the two ladies going against it if it comes to that point. So a big change this season.
It's a significant one, and I think it's good that we've done it. And we kind of talked about a couple other ones essentially happening. We'll see where that goes. You're always making little quirks, but we'll keep it the same, like true doubles format, essentially. Speaking of doubles, World Cup coming up. Ooh, excited for that one. Had to mention it.
When is that, Will? Late June?
Yeah, mid in June. I think it's
last weekend of June.
Yeah, that's right. That's what I was about to say. It's kind of when I'm in Branson, I believe. So yeah, June 27th.
Jules Van Dongen, Danny Lobby, our team USA.
Yep, and
Be a good one.
David Cameron, Matt Campbell for Team Canada. Oh, Krissi's at it again.
Oh,
she didn't want to say it. She didn't want me to say it. It's the only reason why you take that shot. Only reason. No, I'm just kidding. That was a smart shot there.
Here we go. Oh.
Paul saying, Jen, you should go to Whammo next year. I don't think she could survive Whammo, Paul.
Whew, that's a good point. That's a lot of Wisconsinites for me.
Yeah, and they'll be buying you shots left and right.
They like to go boom.
Oh, real quick in the chat, Shane from Moses Lake, Washington. I lived there for a year, my senior year of high school.
There you go.
Woo. Taking her back to the olden days.
Yeah. I lived alone as a senior in high school, and I didn't do anything cool. not a thing. Nothing to show for it. Not a party,
Jen,
nothing.
You just said you lived alone your senior year of high school. I don't know if you know this. That's super cool. So you did something super cool.
Okay, but Sean, the craziest thing I did was host a Magic the Gathering draft party at my apartment. That's the wildest I got.
That's so
That's
cool.
amazing because you got to do that without having to ask anyone for permission to do that. So like that's where you won high school already. Like it doesn't matter. Like you won high school.
Jen,
you know that, right?
Jen, like Michael Jordan said, stop it. Get help.
It's too late. It's too late.
All righty, folks. How about this? Kenny trying to make it interesting, going for the 16s to open those up. I believe Danny will try to close them pretty quickly here after gathering some points. We'll see. Second or third dart.
Yeah, I think at this point, Krissi and Danny still they have absolute control over this leg and a strong start for them. Yep, look at that.
Roll them.
Boom goes the dynamite there. Jen Mounts.
Oh my gosh,
I'm
I'm so
trying to get
fixated.
you to remember.
I'm
I even did a
actually paying
side before having
attention.
to do it. I know you did.
Okay.
You even shouted out the 9 mark.
Guys,
She's a
got the
little
next
rusty.
one.
She used to commentate week in, week out. Been a little bit.
In like 2018, and I was terrible the
No,
whole time.
No. We did some of that virtual cup together. You did like 3 compared to my 20.
Oh, you know what? You know what? You're right. Well, every single one was in the middle of the night. Well, it's a miracle we did those 3.
Certainly so. Certainly so. Oh my.
Hey, can we give a huge shout out? Tim Goodwin's in the chat here. He did a great job this weekend doing commentary for the Phoenix Premier League.
Semi-decent.
I was pleasantly impressed. Let's put it that way. I don't say that very often about people.
No, I think it's good. I mean, the more streams we get out there, I mean, we see a lot of those Grand Board streams, your Trippin' Darts, your Birdman Darts, your Lost Boys, your Bullseyes and Brewskis. All those guys do a real good thing. And yeah, it's just a little bit different
and it's nothing against those guys when I say this, but it's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Playing at the same time as doing commentary or just sitting there and having to do commentary on the match. Yeah. And I thought that Tim and Mike did a really good job.
Definitely. All right, Meradith. She's got the start here. Got to take advantage. Try to make this 2-2.
Yep, first lead for the defending champs.
Yeah, they went 2 on the spin there to gather the advantage. And
this is the Meradith McGee we're going to need.
Oh, Meredith. I was so ready. What an excellent start. A 7 mark is what they need.
Jen, I want to give you a huge shout out for sponsoring us since the beginning of the CSC Challenger Series, then coming into the WCS. And I know that you got some giveaways that we're doing. Are we doing the original giveaway first here for leaving a comment in the chat, hitting the like button on the Facebook page?
We are. We've got the Winmore Fusion one-piece system. You can choose any color, any length if you win. But I've got some special signed merchandise that we brought back home from New York after the U.S. Darts Masters. I have plenty to spare. I think I'm just going to see who gets the most crazy in the chat and kind of hand select some people by the hands of A to Z, not by PPD. We come in doing things unfair and with bias, so not the PPD. They do things fairly. But yes, we're definitely curious to see what you guys think about prizes. Do you want to win something different in the future? Let me know. I actually have control over some things and can sweeten the pot for you a little bit. So let me know what you think so far. If you're more interested in accessories, if you want to see darts, if you care about steel tip darts, I want to make sure we pick the best prizes that entice you guys to watch.
The best one. Do you care about professional players too? Because
true.
That's something that we've experienced that not a whole lot of people, understand or know a lot of those professional players, as we saw in a video in recent past from USA Darts. Yeah. Braden Evans, if you're listening. Anyway.
Is that where Trish didn't know Gary Anderson?
Yes. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that video.
No. Yeah. Anyway.
Hey guys, shout out where you're tuning in from, who you have in this matchup. I know we got a Floridian on Floridian battle between Krissi Grimal, Meradith McGee with Kenny Doyle and Danny Baggish, but hit that like button. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We want to see who's the furthest away. Hit that share button. 550 watch along right now, and the ladies, these are 2 of the top talented females in the entire country, along with 2 of the top male players around the country, and Danny. Well, 1 and Danny. So hit that like button, hit that share button.
Yeah,
and
share.
We have Jen Mounts doing commentary. You kidding me?
That's what I was about to say. Just share it around. Tell them that Jen told you to.
Boom goes the Floridian.
That was Nate Mark, Jen.
Yep. When she does it, she messes it up.
I mean,
it's okay, Jen. It was just about a 9 mark.
It's just a practice round, guys. I'm just getting my shots in where I can.
Leg
Don't
4.
worry, we've all done that one too. Yeah, Jen,
should
when are
have
you
brought
going to
me
play in
in.
this event? How about that?
When am I going to play in the event?
Yeah, in this. When are you going to get
Oh,
qualified?
you mean I have to practice and play leagues? I mean,
We've
well,
seen you do those videos. We know you don't need to practice.
uh, I mean, let's see. I think I'd have to travel a bit to get to a bullshooter board, but it's possible.
What's funny is Jen promised me that we would be the first ones to play doubles together after
I
a
did say
while,
that.
and
Oh, here we go.
she turned around and played with Aaron Turner at the
Hold
Las
on.
Vegas Open. So
You pushed me to do
there-
it.
The
there went
loneliest
that.
number
You
that we
pushed me to.
ever knew.
Sean, nobody recognized you at Waffle House anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Listen, right now we have 2 famous commentators and Sean Green right now on the comms. And especially if you're at Waffle House, then it's Jen Mounts, Will Stewart, and Danny Baggish, who's also playing right now. And then the 4th guy who's in there is just lucky he's there for a Make-A-Wish.
Can we be honest about something? I was a little bit dumbfounded when we were in New York. Jen almost took more pictures and signed more autographs than the professional players.
He's lying.
In New York. I'm dead
It's
serious.
Jen Mounts.
I saw at
kidding me?
least 20 people come up to Jen.
She's a TikTok star.
It's for a different reason.
Superstar. Superstar. Oh, I know it's
Superstar.
Nope.
Hey, it's 3-1 now. Krissi and Danny, as they both walk up to the line holding hands. Did you see that? All right, what
There's
does
something.
Meradith and Kenny have to do to get back in this? Because they're not playing poorly.
No, they're not playing poorly at all. It's just Danny and Krissi are doing what they started last year. They just woke up at that first leg and rattled off some really good numbers in the last 3, and they're playing impressive stuff.
Personally, I think they need to control 3 houses early in the game to win it instead of going neck and neck. Because
Okay.
Krissi and Danny's end game is just too strong.
Let's see what type of adjustments are made, if any. Krissi is not making any adjustments. She's going straight into the treble again. Big last. But how about Reagan Windsor in the chat? Everyone's favorite Windsor, let's be fair. In Illinois. Hey, Will, so when was one time that you were confused for me? Then I'll tell
What?
you my favorite story.
What?
When you were confused for me last weekend. You said I had been called Sean no less than 5 times.
There's just a couple of occasions where they go like, "Oh, boom goes the dynamite." And yeah, not that guy. Not that guy, pal.
Well, that's weird because boom goes the dynamite right there, Danny Baggish. But on top of that, so I'm writing a sign, okay? And I'm sitting in the bleacher seats, and I'm writing my boom goes the dynamite because, you know, I'm selfish. And I get through most of it, and this lady turns around and she goes, "Boom goes the dynamite. Are you a Will Stewart fan?" And it was the greatest moment of my life.
She said, "Yes, yes, I am."
I went, "No, it's even better." I went, "No, I'm going to call myself out for a Waffle House moment." I went, "No, I'm a Sean Green fan." And she goes, "Oh, yeah, I guess it is him who says that." Okay. I go,
By the
"That's
way,
me."
Sean Green, nice to meet you.
And she goes,
A real boom goes
"Oh."
the dynamite for Krissi Grimal and Jen's.
There you go.
Jen's on the board.
The
She
6-9
got
mark.
one.
She finally gets it.
That was an epic 9 there too from Krissi to put him out in front.
She has 3.
That's
Lady and
the
gents.
thing. She's leading the front, the pack here. Danny Baggish has 2. Kenny Doyle has 1. So, I mean, Krissi is a former CSC Division 1 and Division 2 player. She can rattle them off with anybody. She's doing it here. That is a classic funny though, Sean. I got to tell you,
Oh, it's great.
that is
You're never going to hear
epic.
the end of it.
I'm gonna never let you live it down.
No, I'm never going to let you live it down.
I'm sure. Go ahead, Shane.
I was gonna say I've just been doing the meanest things. Anytime someone walks up, they're like, "Hey, are you the girl from the videos?" And I'm like, "Oh no, that's not me." And then the instant panic, they're like, "Did I just confuse her for any other Asian woman?"
Oh,
And
that's
I'm
great.
Once you
That's
add that
amazing.
wrinkle into it.
Mm.
And
Awkward
Krissi to close
silence.
the door. That was a second there as we were all waiting for Krissi to throw that last dart.
Well, personally, I just don't think it's possible to carry on a conversation with you guys and enjoy this match. It's just, it's too much.
Don't you understand why we go off on tangents so many times?
Yes.
Yeah, this is actually a little bit harder than you think it is.
Yeah, this was a trap.
You're talking to your friends rather than like
Whoa.
you secretly
Jen
know.
and I are friends.
You secretly know Tony Romo and like whoever he commentates with, because at this point I don't even know. They switch it up too many times. You know, secretly
he says
deep
too.
down they hate each other.
Well, no, they just don't have to hang out with each other otherwise. Like when we all travel together, like when I'm doing commentary as part of USA Darts, or Will's working with Will's working with Jen, not Will's working with Will. That's the worst when Will has to work with himself. Or Nick,
Ooh, Murph.
all of us are together. Big darts there from Murph. We're all always together because we are on the same time frame, so we're going to eat together. We're staying together for the most part, although hopefully Jen has her own room away from Will. For her sake, because he snores. Other than that, it's.
I'll tell you, Jen carries good earplugs, brother.
We've shared a room or two, and after night one, I text his wife, I survived night one.
Mm-hmm.
4.
Yeah, I mean it's impressive.
I'm sorry.
The most impressive is to have Ryan Mooneyham on one side, Will Stewart on the other side, and me right there as the bologna in that sandwich. And it is
I wake up
is one word for it.
I wake up, Sean's got his headphones, one's covered his eye, the other's still on his ear, trying to drown out the noise.
Headphones.
Oh my. Unfortunate start there for Meradith. Krissi to take advantage right off the get-go here.
And she has so far.
I mean, 5-1's awfully tough to come back from. Let me tell you that. Because I've been there numerous times. Well, that's what I'm saying. If she gets this early start here, that can rattle off quickly and become 5-1, brother. I should have really went full Hulk Hogan there.
No, you were pretty good, brother. That was pretty decent. All right, Danny, just looking to stay in control here. Yeah, that'll do. Big 7 mark from Danny Baggish. Just controlling every aspect of the game.
Danny's deadly about that too. Once he tastes a little blood in the water, he takes full advantage and close out a couple houses. Before you know it, you've got 2 houses. He's sitting on the bulls, ready to check the game out.
Yeah, he's in a good rhythm. I think Meradith, on the other hand, she's usually pretty straightforward with her game, pretty consistent. You know, I think it's going to take a serious mental shift for her to get into this, and Kenny as well.
We don't want to talk about the guys a ton, but we have to mention, I mean, Danny has been losing a little bit of weight here, and it's not a big change for him. He's been kind of slowly losing weight, which is good for his dart game, because if it was dramatic, it would be a big shift to the game. But I think he's in a good mental place with the new kiddo and whatnot. Maybe not playing as much darts, I think, is good for his game, actually. Taking a little break. Yeah.
And it is. A boom goes the Floridian.
I like it.
They're surviving. It's still going to be tough. I mean, they're going to need 7 marks, 9 marks.
Yeah, it's not going to help. By 16s. Oh, he misses a dart. He is human.
Yeah. Surprised he didn't stay to point, honestly. Just keep that pressure really on. Ooh. Staying
Meredith.
alive. Staying alive. Staying alive.
But when these two goofballs do it, it's
See,
okay.
see,
Yeah.
Will, see how that works out?
It's okay.
That's called teamwork.
Makes
I
the
fed
dream
off
work.
of hers, and then she fed
Yeah.
right back off.
And
You would have
sounded
never have done that and seen the cues. You'd
You
be like,
sound
"Oh,
like a-
stop it! It's so embarrassing."
Yeah.
Sound like a bunch of second grade choir class singers.
First
Let
of
me tell
all,
you what.
I was president of my choir senior year, and I can tell you that it was in perfect harmony.
You're flat.
That's the name of
so
our
flat.
acapella.
So flat.
Will, as the leading social media walk-on singer, I must say, I'm offended.
Yeah, I cringed watching you do
Yeah.
some of those. Let me tell you.
Me too.
Danny, looking to point it up. Take those 16s or stay. He'll stay for more points. He says, always rattle him off, especially in this format. Kind of risky going for the close there. Although he still has the 2 houses. Might as well take your chances and keep this game extended.
Needs a treble. Needs a big treble.
Yeah, gotta have it. And now Krissi can go right at it if she so chooses. Even three singles is okay. It'll get the job done. Granted, she'll want a lot more than that.
Tucker throwing out the great Office reference. Again, Kenny needs 7, and that's not going to do. Yeah, I figured he might go 15s there in the last start.
This is looking like a 5-1 matchup here. Closer and closer we get down to it. And boy, does that look tough for everybody else in this lineup.
I mean, and what a heck of a lineup it is. Like we said, we got Cheyenne Richards, Ram Guevara back this season.
Who?
Cheyenne Richards and Ram Guevara.
Who?
The winner of this match will take on the winner of her match and Stacey Tulloch. Lane Lysak, new to the series this time around, but thrown with Leonard Gates is going to be a very tough duo. She is quite the player.
Yeah, she really is, and she's like we said, she's a newbie to this one, but she is definitely a standout newbie, and she can really play some darts well. And she's normally, I think she's predominantly steel tip, if I'm not mistaken. She plays a lot of steel tip. I do know that.
Yep. With Team Lysak with her entire family. And then the top half of the bracket, it's really hard for me to see Olivia Terry having much of a not easy draw, but much of an easier path to the Queen Seat match. And I mean that in the most respectful way. Kelly Mears is a heck of a player.
That was kind of offish, brother.
Well, but you got Kenny and Murph. You got Krissi Grimal. You got Cheyenne Richards. You got Lane. All down there at the bottom half of the bracket. I'm just saying.
Another winner. Not the best standout averages there in that leg, but a win's a win. Once again, folks, like and comment if you have not. Getting into tonight's giveaway. Tons of goodies getting thrown at you.
I made a mistake saying the most wild comment is going to get my attention. It got a little crazy in the chat, so that's my bad.
It did.
Lesson learned. I'm a noob, though. Don't forget.
No, Jen, you're not a noob because you always make stupid posts that I know are going to draw attention, and then you regret it instantly. Oh,
hey, those are private messages I send you after my posts. Come on now.
Let me tell you what, though. There's a few posts you make, and I'm like, oh, Jen, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, it's mostly boredom. Come on, man.
About as bad as my soft tip photo, as you'll see here sooner rather than later.
I thought that was
you're gonna need a magnifying glass for that one, though.
Hey, when they say soft tip, okay. Oh. You're welcome.
Class, everybody. Yep, classed it on up.
You guys brought me in thinking it would class things up, and boy, were you wrong.
We
It's
brought
actually
you in
10
thinking
times
you
worse.
would class it up.
Yeah, I think that I just enable you guys.
That is right. That is 100% correct.
Boom goes the dynamite, Danny Baggish.
Oof.
And he continues to be en fuego.
They're cruising.
Yeah, I mean they're just in tune, and that's the thing about Krissi and Danny. You don't see them talk much to each other. Yeah, they may just do the offhanded, this, yep, and that's it. There's no real. I mean, yeah, if it comes down to a crucial point in the game, we've seen them turn and make a strategy talk, but they kind of know what they're each going to do and how they want to go about this strategically each match, and until they're pressed, it ain't going to change.
Oh yeah, they vibe. Their style is very similar, which is great to get into a groove.
That's it.
Look at
That's
this.
another big thing.
Yeah, it must be nice to have a
Boom
style of
goes
going
the
9
dynamite.
marks. 9 marks is a great style for those two
Well,
players to have together.
They throw identical. They're both kind of a quicker pace throw. I mean, they just kind of are in
They hit
rhythm with each other.
nines.
Yeah.
They both hit 9s. It must be easy that way.
And I'll go ahead and say it. That's the scary part for me in this World Cup for Team USA is Jules is definitely a technical thrower. Danny's definitely a rhythm thrower.
Oof,
So
yeah,
we'll see how that one plays out. But just to kind of show you how that can kind of play. And yeah, you're playing a doubles format. You're going to see different people at the hockey beforehand. But if you're like-minded, like throw with your partner, chances are things are going to go well.
Jules a big showman as well, and Danny quite reserved. So that's an interesting combo too.
Yeah, exactly.
I will say Danny, though, on stage is a little bit more of a showman just because of his drumming background. He can be that. And I think that they can feed off of that. That being said, we're just have a real conversation real quick. They have to up their game back to where they're consistently throwing good enough averages to even compete, because we can talk about the doubles format all we want with that. But just like we're seeing it here, if you're hitting or your opponents are hitting and you're hitting not as much, it's really hard no matter how locked in you are with your opponent or your teammate.
Couple
Meredith at the crucial round there. She points to gain the advantage.
But USA all the way, baby. Let's do
couple tough teams in that bracket. We'll see. I think we can scrap it out for a quarterfinal run, maybe. Who knows?
Could it be?
And just think of when it becomes Luke and Luke.
Oh, just shut it. They're going to win everything. All right, Kenny.
Gross.
An opportunity to close the 18s, does so right away. Not a point. Oh,
Look
he's
at
just
this.
going.
That's aggressive. That's aggressive. Kenny with the double goal. I'm flustered.
How about the
It's
double
Sleigh
on the
bells
last
are ring,
dart?
ring, ring-a-ling.
Kenny's looking mighty fine right now.
I don't want to quite say that, Jen. I mean,
Hey, you asked me to come on, and you need to know what that comes with.
ain't quite Christmas in July, okay? July is still next month.
Oh, here we go. Murph to make it 5-2 going to the break. And she's got some. And there you go. 5-2 as we hit the break. Will Stewart, so far, domination really up until that last leg. Jen, what does Meredith and Kenny have to do to get back in this? Down 5-2.
I think perhaps they need to up their camaraderie, get a little loud, get a little crazy, maybe throw Danny and Krissi out of their serious state. Maybe do a little gamesmanship, perhaps.
I like that.
Because I mean, let's be honest, the darts are relentless coming from them. So there's not much you can do to just increase the standards. So I think that they need to get gritty with it.
I bet hearing Kenny tell a joke would be one for the ages. I mean, it's got something special. Will, now that you're done playing around, okay?
Well, I was trying to help Jen with her hair there.
Oh gosh.
How are you
Hold
going to do
on.
the bottom half of that where like the thumbs and finger were going
I
to
don't know. I was really hoping Jen would help me out and like come from the top, but she really didn't. So it is what it is. Hey, folks, some good interviews coming your way, though. Let me guarantee that. A special little segment with JR, Jim Ross. He's in there. And Will Stewart, Sean Green. Should be fun. Enjoy it. We'll be right back.
Oh, is that hello, Meradith McGee? Welcome back to season 2 of the Women's Choice Challenger Series. Meradith, first off, how's it feel to be back on our show?
It feels great. I'm glad to be here. How are you, Nick?
I'm doing great, and it's so great to have you back around in these parts for season 2 of this wonderful, wonderful show. And speaking of season 2, what's going to be expectations for this go round?
I have no idea.
And well, tonight, I mean, you're facing Krissi and Danny again. What will be your game plan to come out on top?
Score more points, close more numbers.
Now, I gotta ask. We got the Christmas tree going on in the background here. Can I? What's going on with that?
Well, as many of my friends know, several years ago, I think 7 years ago, I put it up. And no one in my family would help me put it down, so I've left it up. So I thought I'd decorate it for darts. So I've got some of my favorite people in darts on my tree. I have you, Kenny. I've got Danny. I have Will. I found this one online of him. Ooh, there it is.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's definitely Will.
And I have Sean with his nice smiley face. Up here, I have a little stinker bell, and that's Krissi. All good. Got USA darts, got Super Darts, got PPD. So I thought I'd decorate it for darts, and now that will probably stay up for another 7 years until the tape loses its grip and they just fall off.
And is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along here?
Well, thanks for watching. Thank you for your support. Thank you to Super Darts for standing behind me. Thanks to Kenny for coming out and playing with me tonight. It's my husband. Thank you for, he's going to drive me and go out there. What? Thanks to my dog for barking. And that's it. I'm looking forward to having a good time and just hanging out. This will be interesting since we're both going to be playing live and in person instead of remote. So that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're excited to see you two face off face to face. We're always excited for your interview shenanigans. We're excited for your darts. And of course, we're going to be having a good time.
Her. Maybe I'll trip her on the way up to the line, do a little Nancy or a little Tanya Harding or something.
Whatever it takes to get the job done. Murph, we wish you nothing but the best of luck.
18 gram barrel only, Cali West Colonial darts. Threw on some of her signature fit flights, of course, and I'm shooting the number 2 size gear shaft. But the fun thing about busting is we get to do it all over again. 76. Redemption.
I am Krissi Grimal, and I am playing out of Trick Shots Metro West for CNM, but usually I play for West Coast Darters of Florida.
Well, Release the Kraken, our defending champion, is back here for the Women's Choice Challenger Series to get our season 2 kicked off with a bang. And last time we saw you, you and Danny got home the prize, that first place win in the finals there. How was that experience for you playing in that final?
It was definitely challenging. These ladies are very talented, and then sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. So there's some girls really throw some darts out here nowadays.
certainly agree. And going into season 2, what's going to be your expectations for this season? Are you trying to do a back-to-back title run?
Well, that would only be hopeful, but sometimes, you only can do one game at a time. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, you live to play another day.
Now, there's a lot of tough ladies in this bracket here. Besides yourself, who would you say has the best chance of winning it all?
I don't think there's not one lady in here that cannot win it.
Tonight, you're facing your longtime friend, Meradith McGee. What's going to be your game plan to come out on top tonight?
Oh, maybe kick her in the kneecap, because right now it's anybody's ball game. Because we're playing on the same board, so it's not going to be remote.
Is there anything you want to say to your friends, fans, family, or anybody else watching along?
I thank your support, and hopefully we all just cheer for each other.
There we go. Well, you heard it here. Your defending champ back on the Women's Choice Challenger Series, and we're excited to get things underway. And Krissi, we wish you nothing but the best of luck in your match.
All right, well, we're back here, the CC Challenger, or the WCCS. Why did I start this? Sean Green returning, and I'm with my good friend Jen. Jen, we have enjoyed your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We've enjoyed your
just a
company.
guest.
You were absolutely amazing. You're welcome back anytime.
Well, to be honest with you guys in the chat, I started to regret my life decisions over the commercial break, and I decided I need to get out of here because an hour with these guys was too much.
I also started to regret your life decisions. So that tells you a lot. But listen, you were wonderful, and thank you so much for all that you do for darts, and then all you do for us supporting the PPD and what we do here with the CSE and the WCS.
Just my job, but I hope you guys enjoy watching. Let me know what your favorite thing about watching WCS or CSC is in the chat, and look out for some raffles. Check out our Dart of the Month over at CSC Darts. See you next time.
There you go. All right. Well, now we're back with
who regrets anything. Jen Mount's still here. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Long time no see.
Jen, it looks like you borrowed someone else's shirt for this segment.
Tony Hayden said Jen always looks great. Well, thank you, Tony. I appreciate that. I always look pretty good, don't I? Jen Mount's here. The only. How's it going?
You used to sound decent. What the heck happened?
Oh, sorry.
Did you go through Wichita or somewhere?
Well, I mean, things happen every once in a while, brother, but let's not bring Wichita. That's okay.
That's a American accent.
Talk about how do you ladies do this, by the way?
They have real hair that they do their stuff with.
Let me tell you what. Well, hey, let's get back to it. What do you say? Jen Mount, Sean Green here the rest of the way.
Please. Yeah, please. Let's get back to this where life can be a semblance of normality, but not really for anyone at all.
Well,
good talk.
Let me tell you.
Tell me, please.
Danny wins this. He gets a hot date with me. Let me tell you.
Oh my God. All right. Well, what was that?
Soaking in.
That was
soaking in, everybody.
I'm uncomfortable, guys. I don't feel safe. This workplace dynamic has changed.
If you want to cut it to me, you can. I mean, it doesn't get any more spot on than this.
Oh, good. That was the perfect view of me.
Spot on.
Listen.
Take a picture of me and Jen, and
nope,
we're identical.
No, identical. So you've done that twice now, and it always reminds me of my cousin Vinny.
I about pulled the James Franco out.
All right, they're back to playing darts. Thank God. Saved by the bell. Same, but different. Meradith McGee, 2 mark to start off with, and she has got to stop doing that. Right, Jen?
Yeah, definitely. You got to stop doing that.
Jen, you've gotten worse at commentary in the last 5 minutes. I just want you to know that.
I won't forget my boom goes to dynamite's okay? But I won't say it with my chest. Boom goes to dynamite.
All right. Well, hey, listen. Jen, I just want to go ahead and do this ad read. It's how it works with A to Z Darts. I have to do an ad read. we used to have this guy Will on that would do the ad reads, but he is terrible at it. So we just have me do it. So celebrate this June with the new A to Z dart of the month. Get 10% off and free dart accessory pack with every Win More MVG authentic darts you purchase. Plus, you'll automatically get entered into a raffle to win a signed set of MVG 85% darts and a signed MVG player card. The giveaway ends July 1st. Good luck to everyone. A to Z Darts is also offering markdowns on lighting systems and surrounds to go along with their blog article on soft tip dartboard lighting systems. While you're at it, shop the new Winmore Mini 2024 launch, the Shot Redline launch, and Cali West version 2 dart barrels. Just head on over to atozdarts.com for all your darting needs.
Well, John Pilgrim did bring up a good point. I make a mean little Nicky.
Yes, you do.
Popeye's chicken.
Yeah.
Don't even get me started. Popeye's chicken is great.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Like, you do a lot of terrible, terrible impressions. Boom goes the dynamite, Kenny Doyle. But that one by far is your worst.
That was pretty bad. Yeah, Kenny and Meredith trying to do a number here. Got the distinct advantage.
Yeah, and even that there from Danny is not going to do much if Meredith continues to do her job here.
By the way, if you all didn't know, there's definitely videos coming out later on the A to Z Darts website of the lovely Jen Mounts.
Yeah, and for you guys
AKA
that
me.
don't know, that was just Will wearing a wig earlier. It was
You
not
couldn't
the
even
actual
tell.
Jen Mounts.
Couldn't even tell. Identical twins.
We couldn't afford the real Jim Mounts.
Identical. Yeah, I'm going to keep doing that every time you say identical. You've done that now 3 times tonight.
So actually, the whole video we had was actually me. Beforehand, we did a little snippet and we just added it in. So Jen was fake the whole time.
It was AI Jen.
Speaking of AI, Chrissy's going AI right now, or trying to. Just a 4 mark, though. Thought that was going to be a little bit more than that, honestly.
Guys, I'm going to need you not to lie to him. It is not spot on. The Little Nicky impression was god-awful. But that being said, Adam Sandler's impersonation of Little Nicky is pretty terrible. So it works either way.
I wish I could do that dog. You turned the Coke into a Pepsi? That's what you did?
Yeah, that's the best part of the whole movie. Good old Gilbert Gottfried, I believe.
Oh, goodness. Now I got to watch it tonight.
And Nick will still never see it.
Yeah,
Even
Nick,
has Nick
you
in
even know
his
what we're
name.
talking about?
I'm going to be honest. I was trying my best.
Gosh, dang it.
No.
Nick was laughing the whole time like he knew, too. This
It's not 'cause
guy.
it's even funnier if you don't know, and it's just Will doing crazy stuff on a live stream. That's why I was laughing.
Listen,
Oh,
I
my God.
need to point this out to you, Nick. It didn't matter if you watched it or not. That impersonation that he did had nothing to do with that movie.
And that's
telling
why
you
it's
right now.
funny. It makes it even better for me. Because now when I watch that movie, Will's voice is going to be the one I'm hearing first. Or, sorry,
Dude.
Jen's voice is going to be the one I'm hearing first.
That's a classic, by the way. Hidden Gem. This is, filthy from Kenny Doyle as he's looking to throw another 6+. Well, not anymore.
Santa gets the 5-5 though, and that'll do. And now it's 5-3. This is now
Yeah.
becoming a ball game here.
Starting to mount a little comeback here.
The Coke tastes like Pepsi. That is like the best moment of the whole movie.
I don't know. The Popeyes chicken reference always hits with me just because.
So I lived in an area for a very long time that I did not have a Popeye's chicken, so I could never like understand the reference. I just knew the movie talked about it, and so when I finally saw Popeye's chicken when driving, my parents wouldn't stop for some reason, but it was Popeye's chicken where I wanted us to go to eat. They said no, we can't stop here, and now there's one in our neighborhood. Boom.
Terrible. I'll tell you what's a little bit bunk. We have a Wichita
What word did you
River
use?
bunk. Like, you ever never heard of that? Guess it's
What?
Midwest slang. Like bunk, like false.
I live
like
in the
sucks.
Midwest.
Whatever, dude. Different Midwest, I guess.
Okay, I'd never heard that term before. I like it.
So
What's bunk?
we have a Wichita River Fest, which is like a carnival / town gathering, kind of like, fall festival, whatever it is. We had, the vendors, you got the turkey legs, the corn dogs, you got all that. Then just Popeyes just chilling right in the middle. Who wants to go to Popeyes when you got all that fair food? Like, come on.
Well, if there's no chicken as part of the fair food, then everyone.
Turkey leg. Come on. That's all you got to hear. Turkey leg. We got to do that, by the way. We're going to do a special little segment called Name the Best Fair Foods.
Elephant ears.
Got to do that.
It's.
What did you just say?
He said elephant ears.
Okay. Are those like pork rinds? What are those?
Oh no. What?
It's elephant ears are kind of like a funnel cake that's not fluffy.
Okay.
Have you ever had a funnel cake, Will?
I've had a funnel cake, but we just call them funnel cakes.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that, only it's shaped like a big giant elephant ear, pretty much.
Okay. Well,
hence the name.
That's what I was like, pork rind? I don't know. I guess. Anyway. Well, they got the house advantage on the 20s and 19s. Take your look now, Danny.
No.
True.
That's not.
Stay true. Stay true.
That's not his strategy. Although he has been more aggressive tonight with his partner. Reminder, chat. We are doing a live stream giveaway tonight brought to you by A to ZDarts.com. Tonight's raffle winner will receive their choice of the Winmore Fusion one-piece flight system. Select from any color and any length. And I don't know how to tell you this. They are wonderful. I use them now, and I've hit more 180s, soft tip and steel tip in the last month using these flights than I ever have before. If those first two go in, it's just like you saw Krissi Grimal throw there. Those last two guaranteed. Just leave a comment in our chat. Hit that like button on our Facebook page, Will.
That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Now we got all the fair food getting wrangled in here. Ooh. See, even I threw you one with bunk. You guys throw me one with elephant ears. I like it.
That's fair.
The old pronto pup. Is that what you guys call your corn dogs?
What?
Pronto pup?
No, corn dog.
Pronto pup is it's like a brand of corn dog, I guess, like a company that makes it. But yeah, pronto pup is what we consider a corn dog here. There you go.
Tim, we
Another
know that
good
they're
one for you.
different. We just said that they're kind of like it. They're a pastry dessert kind of thing.
Boys, this went straight to food talk. Krissi
All right.
and Danny get another leg on the board, finally, after a 2-leg deficit there.
Back to chewing up the competition. They take a 6-3 lead. Yeah, I'm going to go with cheese curds.
That's top level.
Yeah.
Curds are top level. I'm going to have to
Cheese,
go
bro.
top 5 in any order. Corn dog, turkey leg. Ooh, chicken on a stick. That's up there. That's up there, brother. That's got to be up there, brother. That's got to
You're getting more and more basic as you go. Like water. and
Well,
cube
we
of
gotta be
sugar.
we gotta be
With sugar.
I guess we gotta be specific. The Asian style chicken on the stick, so like with the bourbon chicken sauce. Yeah, you can't do the crispy. You can't do the crispy. We got to be more specific here. And I'm gonna go with a good one. Monkey bread. Monkey bread. That's another top level one. Wait.
Stop. Just stop, please. Oh God.
Oh gosh. Clearly, this is the start that the PPD wanted for their season 2 of the WCS.
Chicken on a stick.
Chicken on a stick, brother.
And then you said
have to
Asian
clarify, you have
style,
to
which I think is
clarify.
more racist than anything else.
Bro, I didn't.
Satay. Satay, is that what you're talking about?
I don't. That's not meant to be that. I mean,
I know.
if I would have
I'm
named it
messing
what
with
they
you.
actually name it, I think it's
listen,
more.
Stop squirming. I'm just joking. All right.
Gosh.
You're not getting canceled today. Actually, I'm not the right person to ask. So,
Dude, it's better than Chan's chicken on a stick because
What
that's
the
what
heck?
that is what the place is called. That's why I avoided it, bro. Oh gosh.
well, I can't make any promises anymore, Will.
I am dead serious. That is what it's called. I will show you
I know. I'm
the
just kidding.
reference.
Ridiculous.
Goodness gracious. Allison, this is natural
We have not
laughter
talked to
here.
each other in like 2 weeks, so this is just how it goes.
It is probably the longest stint we've had without chatting with each other. Well,
Thank
me
God.
and you, Sean. Well, no, me and you, Nick.
Yeah, Nick and I too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say we used to. If people remember, our season breaks used to be like almost 2 months. Now we get
Yeah.
like these 2 week breaks, and we could honestly, I missed the 2 months of avoiding you guys. Let's be real.
And Aaron, don't say these guys. It's just Will.
Yeah,
There
wait.
it
I
is,
also
looking-
haven't said like anything tonight. What did I do?
You laughed.
Yeah, I'm telling you, not bashing at all. Top level.
You said it
Top
was your
level.
top 5 fair food.
Top five. Give us your top 5 fair food if you would in the comments.
Oh, good. I thought you were gonna ask me. I was like, I haven't thought that through. It's
don't know if I
just
Name 5.
cheese curds, and then I sweat profusely as I walk around, having an awful time trying to control my 2 children, who then of course get tired halfway around the loop. That's a 1.5 miles long. So then I have to hold them. The one wants to be on my shoulders, so then my shoulders just go numb at a certain point because she's right there on like the nerve of it. And the youngest one's like, "Oh, my turn," but then the oldest, of course, just continues to go on and on and on and on and on. And I love the fair. My favorite time to go. So who has time to eat food at the fair? That must be nice.
That's the only reason I go to the fair, bud.
There's a beer tent. I'm good.
I'll drop 100 on fair food. You think I'm lying? I'm dead serious. I'll eat stuff that I don't even need to eat, and I'm still full, and I'll just keep eating because it's fair food.
I am not
Meredith kind
not
of walked
arguing
her,
with it. Yeah.
walked her way there.
Looks like it's going to be 6-4. I know this is early to do. I am so sorry, guys. Everyone watched along tonight. I'm so sorry that you had to listen to this conversation this evening. I apologize for Will's behavior.
Oh my! Just blame it on me. Just blame it on me. It was mostly me. Let's be honest.
Nah, we can't give you all the credit.
Kenny Doyle grabbing another leg here. This is getting a little interesting here. 6-4.
It is. It definitely is. It's staying right there. The battle is what's kind of causing us to go on these tangents, is because they're just both they're doing just enough here to kind of stay in it.
You're seeing a little movement on that board there. You're not hallucinating, we promise.
It is the beat of the music
That's
at
what
Trick
it
Shots
is.
Metro.
Yep.
You guys mentioned that
Adam's,
you were about to read the same comment I was, brother.
yeah, Adam's saying you're only getting 3 good items at most with the $100, buddy. You're just in the wrong area.
Well,
You're just in the wrong area. I got some good. They're semi decently priced in my neck of the woods.
Do want to give Adam Savada some shout outs there for his night 1 Premier League win for Phoenix Premier League. And then, of course, the Red Dragon sponsorship as well. So some big moves there. So big congrats for that, gentleman.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't. The round 1 didn't go his way. He lost to Rob Cross, the eventual winner. But let's be honest, Adam, there was a lot of question marks going your way when you stepped up there. Will you perform? Will you not? I think you dang well proved that you're a good player. Ended up with a 93 average overall, I believe. And how about that? A white horse there from Kenny Doyle
for the Santa Claus. Yeah, and I actually got to see Adam on Thursday night before Friday. And he seemed nice and relaxed, loose. We had a good time hanging out for a bit. And it was interesting because Rob Cross was there as well. So they got to kind of talk and get to know each other kind of the night before. But yeah, I think Adam's definitely more disappointed in how it went Friday night than he is Saturday. But it happens. And now he's going to have that itch to get right back.
Well, I can tell you who was excited on Saturday. Matt Campbell.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
That was semi a joke, by the way.
Well, he was excited Saturday.
No, that was semi a joke, by the way. Go check out that interview, by the way.
Oh, yeah, where he's like, yay.
Yay. It's like, all right, Matt. Thanks for giving us your honest opinion here, brother. If you
I'll
don't
tell
know
you this.
Matt, that's him.
Oh, yeah. That is Matt. He's dry sense of humor through and through. But it was nice to actually get to talk to Adam Savada and meet him really for the first time, kind of get to sit down and talk to him. It is crazy what he does outside of darts. I mean, that is not a job that I could ever imagine doing, bud. You?
No.
They don't call him the Reaper for nothing.
Imagine continuing to watch the two guys that do this nonstop. Man, that makes even more no, not like any lick of sense at all, but you continue to do it, brother. You continue to do it. Oh, just a chat us all.
Oh.
Meredith, you can
She
see
knows the one that's closed.
And then there's the creeping in of the little, having a laugh or two. And
yeah, but Danny is oh, okay.
Danny and Krissi wants no part of it. Yeah.
And this is to make it 6-5, bud. We definitely have ourselves a ball game here. Alb, you asked a great question. And here's your answer. Nick, do your job.
This is about to be
6-5
here.
There it is. Kenny Doyle. 5-5. And it is 6-5. WCS Women's Choice Challenger Series Night 1. Defending champion Krissi Grimal taking on third place finisher Meradith McGee. Big 7 open from Krissi.
And door opener for leg number 7 on the board. Let's see. It's dangerous with this guy coming up behind you. Like I said, he smells the blood in the water and he kind of takes advantage. There's a good 6 mark.
Great darts there. BDG in the chat. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing well. Matt, you've been in here like often, man. So I don't take any offense to anything that you say. Just so you know.
No, you guys can
just
tell us. In all honesty, you could tell us we're ugly. You could say whatever the hell you want in the chat. We don't really give a dang at the end of the day. We're still here to do it. And, we try to put on the best show possible. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Turn on mute. I don't give a dang.
No. But Matt's not saying anything wrong there.
No.
That being fair, Matt, we would have stopped talking about chicken on a stick if we would have noticed a perfect game.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Maybe that would have been the chicken, or that could have just been the chicken on the stick talk, like shot. Well, that shot was as good as the chicken on a stick.
You're talking chicken on the stick. Come on, that's good. That's good talk.
That's unlucky.
Yeah, I wanted that 9 there, but
Lisa
almost
kind
of
wants a tiebreaker.
Denying the inevitable here for Danny.
Hey, how about a huge congratulations out to Lisa. Tying the knot in Hawaii, if I'm not mistaken.
Robert saying, didn't the board say 7-5? Just a little reminder, the game screen is going to be different than the scoreboard. So the game screen counts the initial count-up leg, and that's the reason why it adds on that extra leg. So it's a little deceiving if you haven't caught on or caught a matchup here. Maybe you just haven't noticed. That is the reason why, as Kenny throws in a nice 9 mark there.
Yeah, Santa Claus up at the North Pole, still making miracles happen.
I don't know why this doesn't get dropped in the chat more, but Philip says Doyle rules.
Yeah.
It needs to get, just pound that button nonstop. Doyle rules. Let's hit it.
All right. How's Murph attacks this? Going right at the bowl. It gets the double. Now did she close the 19s, 18s? Yeah, math-wise, that would have worked out.
That would be the attempt to go for. But with Danny behind you, I mean, how often does that guy miss the big numbers here? Especially when it comes down to if there's 3 bulls. But it happens.
Against Jules in the king seat.
Exactly. It happens.
Did you guys see update there? Heidi Nelson over Crystal Anderson 9-2.
Appreciate that in the chat. Yeah, if you have any other updates, let us know, please. We count on you guys for that one. We don't really see all those matches on the back burner or exactly when they round out and conclude. So if you do know any score lines, let us know.
Ooh, maybe that's what we could do is add a ticker to the bottom of the page that has updated scores as they come in.
Yeah,
make something else to do.
Well, we could just flash that in, or as they come on, just kind of give some updates. We'll kind of think about that one and how we can successfully do that easily and make it readily available. That's 7.
There you go. 7-5.
Once again, Krissi, the front runner for her team.
Aaron, we're not going to go anywhere, so just so you know. You're welcome to, but we're going to stay here. If that's okay with you. We can go, but you'd have to take our spot, and I don't know if you're ready for that.
Nah, here's the truth is I think Wayne Mardell is a top-level commentator, but half the people hate him because guess what? You're allowed to have favorites. You're allowed to have differences and whatnot. I think in our aspect...
If half the people love us and half the people hate us, man, at least we got them all covered.
Hey, we're covering darts, baby. We're covering darts. Gotta love it.
Kelly Sipe up 4-3 on Alyssa Evans. Ryan, miss you too, buddy. Hope you're doing well. And yes, Jen definitely does reign supreme. We all know the order of things. All right, must-win leg here for Meredith and Kenny. Andrew asking a good question. What does Adam do for work outside of darts? He works for a funeral home.
Really? That was a good question. I didn't know.
Yep. And we're talking like he lives in a small community. So the way he describes it is in like larger communities, larger cities, he might be responsible for one job, right? And it might be, dressing the person for the funeral. But because he lives in a small community, he does everything from being on scene at the accident on.
Now, what about these guys? I know Danny sells insurance.
Mm-hmm.
What about Meredith and Krissi? Nick, do you know?
Sorry about that. I was actually looking at the Olivia Terry match to get the score there. She's currently up 8-3 and 1 bull away from winning 9-3 over Kelly Mears. So, as far as what they do, I know Krissi works for West Coast Starters. I believe she is a part owner or one of the heads for the West Coast Starters of Florida. For Meredith, I actually don't know what she does nowadays besides dealing with Mark Hale. So, besides that, I would have to double check. Honestly, we always see each other at darts, and there's probably something more on the side. Someone can better answer that one.
And Kenny, if you didn't know, he has some elves and takes care of all the gifts come Christmas. So
yep,
he's got a pretty important job. He flies around the world in 24 hours and makes it work. So
oh, Aaron, man,
Aaron, you are asking for the wrong thing, my guy. That's implemented now, brother.
We all wanted to stop that train, and it did not stop. So, Aaron, we're stuck with the Boom Goes to Dynamite, and there's nothing that we're gonna be able to do about it.
Brother, that's tried like day 7.
And
this is day 707.
I would love to blame myself, but I'm really just gonna blame Will and Nick for this.
No, I will not take blame. I hated that from the get-go.
Brother. A little bit of me, but mostly you.
Notice how Nick went slightly sketch there.
Yeah, he did. But yeah, so sorry, Aaron. I say it, but trust me, we're all in the same boat there. At least I put some grit into it,
Krissi, will she take the shot at the close here? Yes, she will. Big moments here. Big moments here.
That could be the deciding dart of the whole match.
100+ advantage and looking for leg number 8 on the board.
Oh, Kim Thrum is correct there, by the way. She does genealogy for Meredith. So she does helps track down ancestry and family trees and whatnot. So that is correct. I completely blanked on that.
So if I need some investigative help, just reach out to Krissi. All right, sounds good. Meredith, my bad.
They're friends. Go for it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Steven, how's Kenny not sick of the Santa jokes? Kenny doesn't care about anything in the world.
Kenny, fun story that I love to keep telling. 2 years ago at NDA, was it 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Anyway, Sean walks up to Kenny and says, "Hey, Kenny, just wanted us to introduce myself and whatnot, and let's take a picture." And Kenny just said no. Pretty much finished his 3 darts and kind of kept on about his business.
Just continue to practice at the line. He said, "Howdy," and then that was it. Reagan, I'm not sure if I'm going to be at Showdown yet. That depends on qualification purposes, but probably not. Big hat trick there from Kenny, but not enough. This one's about to become 8-5, one leg away. And he dragged it over to give himself a wide open shot there. Gets it done.
Looks like Olivia did get the job done.
OT from the TO wins 9-3.
She made sure to text me and say, "Tell Nick to check his messages." Or you can just tell me and I'll tell him. I mean, whatever.
No, I commented on her live feed, "What's the score?" And she just messaged me back directly. I did see it, Olivia, and I'll answer your other message later. Love you, Olivia. Sorry, my dad messaged you while I was in Ohio. He meant well.
Yeah, I got a nice picture from your dad the other day, by the way.
Yeah, I can tell you he was definitely in a sober and clear-headed state when he sent you that.
Sure. All right. Little Nicky Poo at age like 4. God, what could have been? Chrissy. How
Big
about
9
again?
mark. Boom goes the dynamite. Krissi Grimal. What a time for that. I don't know if you saw it, but Meradith definitely gave Krissi the middle finger inside of her own head. Right there. Oh, is Danny going to keep it rolling? You looking up? He sure is. Takes it out, too. Big 7 from Danny Baggish. Guys, don't forget to pick up the new Dart of the Month to get 10% off and a free darts accessory pack with every Winmore MVG authentic darts you purchase. Plus, you automatically get entered into a raffle to win a signed set of MVG 85% darts and a signed MVG player card. Giveaway ends July 1st. Good luck to everyone. And A2Z Darts is also offering markdowns on lighting systems and dartboard surrounds until June 16th. While you're at it, shop the new Winmore Mini 2024 launch and the Shot Redline launch in Cali West version 2 dart barrels. Just head on over to acdarts.com for all your darting needs.
Chrissy and Danny out front early here, but Kenny can counteract. 2 big trip 18s. Kind of a little bit tough to work around that dart, to be honest. Yeah,
and you
proves
saw
to
right
be
there.
difficult. Proves to
Good
be
call,
difficult.
So, Will, you made a post about a week and a half ago about getting a month off from work. How's that going for you tonight?
I didn't even think about the WCS, to be honest.
Well, boom goes the dynamite there for Danny Baggish.
But in all reality, a month off or a couple months off for me from travel is what I mean. I get a chance to stay at home and hang out with the kiddo. And we already, we went and saw Cool in the Game the other night, which was fun. And next weekend will be Monster Trucks. So looking forward for that one. And yeah, we got lots of stuff planned, but a busy end of July. Well, last week into July, and then August is going to be, the rest of the year is going to be pretty tough. But that's the nature of the business.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I believe I'm joining you at the end of July. I think I'm traveling 3 different times in July.
Actually, buddy, you'll join me July and August. I'm pretty sure.
There you go.
We're gonna go to Nashville together and then Chicago together. Which, speaking of, I'm gonna crash at your place one night. No, I'm just kidding. I won't do that to you.
That's fine. We got an extra room. It's outside.
Thank you. Where I belong, in the grass.
We also don't have a fence, so you're open to the elements there.
Hey, Danny. Trying to shut that door.
Now, which one of you yahoos?
It's me. Sorry. I forgot to. I put it off silent for my 2 months, and just like I said, didn't think about it.
Right now, score update: Lane Lysak and Leonard Gates are up 8-6 in their match over Hunter Smith. Murph needs another trip. You want to talk about a tough team that's going to be on the loser side, one of these 2 teams, and it's looking more and more likely it's going to be Meradith and Kenny.
It's leaning that way for sure, and honestly, they can put it away here.
Well, David, I appreciate it, brother. I might sell one of those bobbleheads if that's the case. Needs another. No, that's not quite enough. And Danny gets that point lead back and take care of the 15s. Yep.
Yeah, just two fats will do. And now it's just really 3 bulls to put this first match of the Women's Choice Challenger Series away.
Yep. Which is the name of it. Matt, no, they are not required to throw the same person every week. They can throw it to whoever they want.
And that was kind of the caveat that we were potentially going to put in the mix. Maybe throw a little, you can only use this person how many times or whatnot. I think that would be something maybe in the future to do to make it kind of interesting. Like I said, this is just like, we're just looking for more things to put out there, folks. I mean, we could definitely see a women's series added to this, strictly women. But I think that this is, we've heard from the players, it's fun, they enjoy it. So I think it's great. It's some great back and forth action. I mean, you see Krissi really throw down some 9 marks tonight, holding their own, and at times really being the dominant force at legs. So it's not all the men here. The ladies are holding their own and really making it their matchup too. So.
And there you go. Danny Baggage takes it down with a 6.46. Lane and Soldier won. And now Danny and Krissi moving on to round number 2. They get the winner again of Cheyenne Richards and Stacy Tulloch. It's going to be a tough battle there.
Yeah.
But, my goodness, bud. First night, defending champs look good.
Yeah, good start to the season. I thought earlier there that this may be a real skunker of a match, but it in turn turned out to be decent. 9-5 is where we rounded up. So, or wound up, I should say. But overall, good start to the WCCS. A little at times off topic on our part. Oopsies, but you blame us. We miss each other. We miss each other.
Yeah, we've been off for about a month or so. So a little bit of catch up time as well. We got to know it's about to be fair season. So timing wise, we need to know what each other likes to eat for fair food, and why not do it during an hour and a half conversation on the live stream? Shoot us.
Actually, top 5. That, put it in there. Top 5. Top 5.
Top 5.
Turkey leg, corn dog. Better be on the list.
I mean, great start. Krissi Grimal going for that second time in a row, getting that $2,500. But anything can go. Meradith McGee now goes to the loser side of the bracket, and it's going to be a tough out. That's going to be a tough out from that point, man.
Definitely so. And folks, we're going to be here for a good stint here, a couple months at least, before we round out our coverage of this WCS. Just beginning. We've only just begun. I had to do it. Sorry.
I was not going to do it with you.
Come in next week, Monday, 8 p.m. Central Time. Once again, we'll have another round of action coming your way. You'll have to find out who we've got for you next week. Just keep an eye on those social pages, and you'll be able to kind of find out what's coming your way Monday night.
Yeah, guys. Hey, I appreciate you guys tuning in with us for the first night of season 2 of the WCCS. Again, appreciate Jen Mounts joining us earlier. It's always a lot of fun to have her on the call with us. Maybe we'll get some more or less guests in the future, just depending on what we want to do there.
You never know.
Well, Jen, thanks for joining us tonight.
I've got a blonde wig if Carly wants to join us. Taylor will make a reappearance, let me tell you. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. See you next week for more action from the WCCS here. Thanks for watching.